I have 11 acres. Still been working on this barn. Hopefully someday there'll actually be some goats living in here. That's what. Got the hay loaded. So we'll go home and unload that. Hey guys, wanted to bring you along this afternoon as I come over to my farm. I got another farm that's about 10 minutes away from where I keep my goats now, and I'm going to get some hay. The hay stays over here because number one, I have a barn that's big enough for that, and number two, this is where the making of the hay takes place. You can see this field right here is my property, goes to the wood lines down there, and then kind of comes on down this road here. And this is my plans on expanding to this farm someday with my goats. Small steps, baby steps. That's what I'm working toward, is just to get this area all fenced in too later on. But right now we use it for hay. I cost share it. I don't actually have a tractor. Don't have a tractor of my own, but I furnish the land, and then I have a guy that does the farming. He keeps it fertilized and takes care of cutting, raking, and baling, and then he gets a portion and I get a portion. All I have to do then is pick it up, and we do square bales, and that helps me again because I don't have a tractor to use a big round bale. But I'll show you the barn here in just a second. All right, this farm here is a farm that my wife and I bought from her family. It was actually her grandfather's old farm. We actually bought the old home place and everything. Here's just our old barn that we have that we store the hay in. As you can tell, it's old, but it is dry inside. The roof is still good on it, and we keep our hay in here because where our goats are at, I have a barn there, but when I say barn, it's kind of small. And I come over maybe once a week, every other week, and pick up 10 or 12 bales, and that lasts me a week to 2 weeks with my rotation of my pastures. So we, like I say, we do square bales. Still been working on this barn. Hopefully someday there'll actually be some goats living in here. That's what we're hoping for. But it's a process. Homesteading to me is a process of pay as you go. Definitely don't want to be in debt. The reason you homestead, I think, is to be out of debt. So we're working toward getting out of that town job so that we can stay home and do what we love to do and hopefully make a living at it someday. But this is where we store our hay. So we'll load some on the pickup and get back with it in just a little bit. See you in a minute. Got the hay loaded, so we'll go home and unload that. put a bale in with the bucks, feed everything, and that'll be another day. I don't know if I mentioned today or not, but it's the 13th, and here in North Carolina, 65, 67 degrees, sun's shining. I don't know if you can see that, maybe horrible camera, but if you can tell, man, it's beautiful out here today. We sure are enjoying it while we have it. But this is our farm, my wife's family farm, and hopefully we'll, in just the next year or two, you'll be seeing us put up fence here and have some more livestock. So we're growing, the farm's growing, homestead's growing, pigs are coming. I've been told about 2 weeks, so looking forward to that. Been working on some fence in there. I'll get you videos of that. Just stay with us. Unload some hay. They try to run over you. This right here, this blue girl, this is a doe from him, and she's 14, 15 years old, and she's still bred, and her condition is great. She does wonderful. So she'll be having kids again in March. She had triplets this time. We lost a buck. He was blue like her. He was breech, and during kidding I had to pull him, and he didn't make it, but she had two beautiful little baby girls. We're here at the buck pen. It's been a Sunday afternoon ritual. Going to get hay for everybody for the week. Stored it up. We'll take the boys down their bale. With the 3 mature bucks and the 3 young bucks, we average about a bale every other day. They'll eat a bale of square bale of hay, which is about 70 pounds, and that's along with the pasture, which I planted in rye. And this pasture, it's kind of almost done its due. Still a little bit coming up. I planted it in a rye and a winter oats mix, and I would let them in and graze 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, and then leave them back off for a week. And that has helped with grazing and food consumption as well. You can hear the boys, they're ready for their hay. They actually probably think they're going to get some grain right now too, but but not like if it was just thrown out. They're waiting, look. This is the boys. I wish you had smell-o-vision, because they're still stinky. It's in December and some of them are still rutting a little bit. Thanks for coming along and feeding some hay today, and we'll do it all again tomorrow.